Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. You walk right past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight.
I'm trying to fix this thing. Oh, Lord, I'm going to end up like Uncle Pete up in the bedroom. You know how they keep you up there? Uncle Pete upstairs. That'll be me. Look what I have. I'm trying to make it work. It's this little thing. See, look. Can you see it? I got a bunch of I got to figure out how to make it work. I'm not very, I got this thing. Oh, wait a minute. I was doing something yesterday and I moved everything around and now, right, there we go. I mean, I know my skin is soft, it's supple and glowy. Okay, it's dried, old, and cracked, but still, it's my universe y'all are visiting. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I got to get this stuff right. We're getting, so much is going on, y'all. We're getting syndicated. We are syndicated, but I got a whole new set. The contractor, who was a no-show yesterday, said he'll be over today to do measurements. We got our little neon setup upstairs. Y'all saw that on the Facebook page the other day when we unveiled it, when it arrived. Huge old thing. I'm so excited. God is good. What? All the what? Time. That's the bell of purpose. It's here on time, every day, all day. And I ring it throughout the broadcast because, it's a reminder. It's an opportunity to not forget that the truth has a ring to it, y'all, for real. In this world today, if you don't have your moral compass set due north, come here, moral compass. I got myself a little reminder right here on my desk to keep it moving forward and making sure that everything I do is not just Marsha, and everything I do has an opportunity to ease some suffering somewhere in this world. It is not a hard thing to do. And you when you're within your purpose, you can't do it any other way. Can I get an amen? Y'all, it's a great day to be alive, and it's a great day to be together. We're fellowshipping, and we're supporting each other. Jon Que is in the house today, and I'm going to just say this. First of all, good morning. Y'all looking good. I see you over there. I see you, girl, putting them, get the eyelashes on there. I see you, get them on. Right. What's on your list today? What are you going to do today that's going to make this world a better place when you go to bed tonight? Think about that. 1 E and 1 R. Pick them up wherever you go today. Take great to greater, bright to brighter, smart to smarter, and my favorite, kind to kinder. Okay, listen, y'all. Here's my breakfast today. I'm on this personal journey, this transformation journey with New York Times bestselling author Jane Durst Polkes, the metabolic balanced diet. I started the cleanse on Saturday, did it Sunday, started the actual program on Monday. As of yesterday morning, was down 3.7 pounds already. I have not been hungry one time, which is a miracle. I'm not kidding, because look what I'm eating. Some yogurt, goat milk yogurt with a few raspberries and a couple, and I do mean couple, blueberries in there. But it's amazing. When you're putting it together, every day it gets easier. It's starting to I don't have to look at the list and all that. I got to weigh everything. But I showed you, look, I'm showing out because Jon Que, the actor here, he think he a thug, y'all. He think I don't know. He young, but come on, I can throw them things. I'm just playing. I'm just rapping out. Right. Right. So look, Rick, 10 years ago at the age of 52, I'm now 62. See, I told you I knew math 10 years ago. I looked like this. I transformed my body from the same 198 pounds that were plaguing me a week ago today. And so I decided at 62 to see how it still works. Your body changes, your metabolism slows down. And this book and this group of people, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. One thing I can tell you for real, because my blood work decided what my menu was going to be to take out inflammation and stuff. And I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you the truth. Some of you probably know this. If you have any kind of aches and pains, joint pain, and you get up in the morning, I got to turn this one down. Hold on. Right. And as soon as your feet hit the floor, you start to walk and be, ow, ow, and be popping and joint pain. My joint pain, I really have to look for it since yesterday. I'm like, how come my hands aren't hurting? How come? So the inflammation is already on the way out. I'm telling you, because like I can't have tomatoes right now. There's no beef in my diet. My blood work told me all the things it needed and all the things to ditch. And so I'm giving it a try. Do better. I don't know about y'all, but I tell you all the time, Dr. Lauren, I'm trying to be the black ass male Betty White. Right. I want to be known like her. Ooh, he was 99 and still working. So shout out to sponsor Genovia Renee. I've got my hands are looking a little rusty right now. I'm going to put some of this on to rejuvenate. Thank you. Get over. We're going to pop their flow code. You'll see a green code pop up in the corner before the show is over. Scan that and get over and check them. Now, you saw how dry my hands looked a second ago, right? Now look. Bam! Right. And I also want to talk about this company, Sound Source Frequencies Formulations. These are sprays. I listen to that frequency music. Behind me on the screen is frequency music playing because I believe in it, right? So I just spray this around, and this is spritzing. You can spritz it. And what is it? It usually, here it is. 528 hertz is inside this bottle. It's a meditation spray. More to come on them. They'll be aboard hopefully soon for sponsorship, and I can connect you. So Jon Que, y'all remember he was here the first year I had Celebrity Week. Oh Lord, I thought Ronald Isley was in the house. Crew pulled up, entourage, pedal throwers. Patti LaBelle was throwing shoes from the audience. I'm just like, Jon Que, what the hell? Now, I misspelled his name this time, not on purpose. I don't know what it was, senior moment, but he's here today. Great friend. Been in the music business, the hardest working man in show business, which is not an easy thing to say and get away with because, people call you out on that kind of shit. But he really is. And so we got him here today just to catch up and talk about manifesting and what we're going to make happen. Y'all know, I'm telling you, I've had the download for a while now. About 4 or 5 months ago, I started telling all my coaching clients, y'all, they told me, when I say them, you know what I'm talking about. This is the year Jubilee. It's a real thing, biblically based, comes around every 25 or 50 years. And it is all about those who are expecting this. If you're surprised, you won't get it. But if you're expecting it, guess what? It's getting ready to pour all over your world. Prosperity, increase, blessing, abundance, all of them are knocking at the door. Make sure when you look through the peephole, you don't go, oh, Lord, what you doing here? I wasn't ready. Stay right there. Let me put some clothes on my head. Oh, look at my head. You're going to come back. Ain't nobody going to be standing there. They don't wait on you, right? When you see that on the other side of the door, open the door and say, come on in. Take your shoes off. Take your stuff upstairs. We eat in 10. I've been expecting you. You got to expect your miracle or you won't get one. That's all there is to it. So let's just get John in here because I know he gonna set it up. I can't get your head right. He certainly will. Put some hearts on the screen. You know what it means. It's our virtual way of saying welcome. Because here he comes. I hear him come down. Got some Ugg boots on. He think he a thug, y'all. Here it comes, Jon Que. See, I knew it. I knew you had to have some hood stuff on. I knew, literally. He from the hood, y'all. Get it? Oh my goodness. How are you?
I'm good. I had to put this my house robe like yours right now.
That's a hood robe. They be ready to go at any second. So, John, you live all over the place. Last time you were here, I forget, where were you based?
I was in LA, at my house in LA.
LA, that's right. You were housed all right. Wasn't you in the county jail? I'm just playing. That's right. That's one of your movies. That was one of your movies. So, but right now, you're not far from me in Chicago. You're in Ohio.
5 hours away. I'm out here now. I'll be going back to Cali tomorrow. I've been out here for about a week. I come out here, take care of my real estate, properties and stuff.
Oh, hold on, y'all. I should have known. This is us like having Charles Maddox on the show. Why are you there again? Why are you in Ohio?
Oh, take care of some of my real estate property.
Oh, some of your real estate.
Yeah, you got to keep.
You know, he be showing out, y'all. So anyway, but hey, you earned it all. I don't listen. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I wish I would have known. We could have gotten together. How have you been? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years.
I know. So what has happened? Let me get the rest of my delicious, fresh and fruity yogurt tootie.
I see you. I heard that you're doing your new routine and trying to get your sexy back on. Okay.
I ain't trying.
Oh, you're doing it.
Huh?
You're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't mind doing it in front of the world. Because that right. Makes me more accountable. Seriously, because I know I'll be like,
right.
I don't wanna. Right. Seriously, John. Now, how old are you? Can I ask?
52.
52. Okay, and you look like you're in pretty good shape. Are you at your optimum weight right now?
No, I'm actually, you for the crack up. Actually, I was back getting ready to bodybuild and found out I had to do this shoulder. Last time we talked, I was getting ready to do this shoulder. I did this shoulder 3 years ago.
What do you mean do this shoulder?
Rotator cuff.
Ooh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah. How do you mess up? Wait a minute. How did you do that?
When I was bodybuilding. It's been like
hear that?
14. Yeah, I hear it.
Outside, they circling your house. Won't be long. Fresh meat on the way. Right. They be outside waiting. Right. No, but for real, rotator cuff is no joke. They tell me it's one of the longest rehabs.
I think I'm losing.
You losing who?
I lost you. Went out for a minute. You went out for a minute. Let's see what
Oh, well, you in Ohio,
okay.
so we already know that's that dollar store internet. I'm sorry, I'm kidding, Ohio. I'm playing y'all because they was right up here. What you say about Ohio?
Yeah.
So, John, okay. So
Yeah.
you now, how did you injure? Didn't you learn from the first time?
I didn't injure this one. This was always there. It had already been there. I just didn't know until recently. So, long story short,
with a messed up rotator cuff.
No, what action is back in the day when I was training, I was getting ready to try to compete, and unfortunately, I found out it cost too much to invest in competing and all the rest of it. So I decided just to bodybuild. That was it.
Well, it's probably a good thing you stayed in your lane. It's probably a good thing. I ain't saying that. But it's probably a good thing you stayed in your lane. It ain't for all of us. Just a couple of us. Huh? Right. Don't make me go get the other one from the year before upstairs hanging right there. But you know, I get it though. But you must have been, you were doing them ones where they walk out on the stage and all that.
I was getting to that point. I was huge. I was nice. Yeah, I was nice size, but you know, basically playing with that heavy weight, you know, it put a lot on me. When I tore the right side, I tore the front 2 tendons and the back 2 tendons off. They were gone. They had been gone for like 10 years. They said 10 to 14 years, and I never knew.
How do you not know?
Because you don't feel it. As a heavyweight lifter, you don't feel that stuff, you know. And when you love that pain, you don't feel that.
Oh, you one of them 50 Shades guys. It took a minute, y'all. It took a minute, but it got there. You see where it was like, wait a minute, over his head when it came back. Okay. Put it on out there then. Put it on out there. You know, I got the hookup. I got the hookup, so don't watch your mouth. Watch your mouth up in here. Be on the news tonight. I'm just playing. Look, so let me say hello to a couple people. Robert Brooker, how are you doing? And Mike Casanova. Now listen, you mentioned Chucky Booker when we were backstage, and now I can't get why you wanna put the blame on me. Why you wanna
play hate, but you know,
wasn't it?
Pick on me when I say it.
Huh?
It's a bad song. It's a bad song.
That pocket. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Tell everybody how you got started. What year was it? 1970 something. I'm just playing. No, when
I just lied. South 52. I'm really 42. You know.
Well, how old were you though when you hit the scene as a musician?
Oh, 93. I was in my 20s.
In your 20s and 93, hoping to rap.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in the grandmamas was trying to get rap deals back then.
No, I did it. I did it independently. I had what, 3, 4, 5 record deals. Never took them. I'm good.
So okay, wait a minute. Can I ask you some questions about the mindset of the rap?
You know, you good.
Okay. One thing I want to know for real, and this is not just for rappers, but some of their fans, because I have a couple in my family. I ain't gonna mention their names, and I'm really trying. Okay, hold on. Let me sing a chorus of "Jesus Loves Me" so I don't mess up. Okay, there. He know what I mean. Wait, I know that's like people that say your blessing. You better hope that ain't poison. You ain't saying no blessing. Wait, okay. So anyway, ADHD is fully in effect today. Clearly, y'all. Listen, but no, I'm talking about people who grew up in the rap era, not a 90s babies, wearing those hip-hop clothes, them big old Fat Albert jackets and shirts and them big old fat jean shorts and stuff. Okay, but here we are for eyeline when I was Christmas shopping. I saw 2 brothers, right? That's exactly what they was. I was like, you know where I'm going. You supposed to know when you too old to be dressing like crisscross.
Yeah.
So what is that? Yeah. What is it that makes seriously? What is it that makes your male fans? Because I don't see the girls doing it. You don't see them wearing stuff that's but there's guys who still hold on to that persona that they had in that day, and they dress like it's still today, and they 30 years, 40 years older.
Now, I only speak my opinion and what I view, but I think they have an identity.
I don't know none of them, so you the one they're gonna find and beat up, not me.
They don't have a hard time then. I'm good with these answers.
Tell Jon Que. See, John, I think you ain't worried about nothing.
I'm good with these, but no, I think it's identity crisis. Even when I see 40-year-old, 50-year-old men with their pants hanging off their ass, I'm like,
hanging off their ass.
Yeah,
what about this?
It's like,
here another thing. Okay, you know how people, and I just saw it in something you were in. There was a guy in the scene, in the frame, who did the thing with the hands, and I don't want to do it because I'll look up on something that's real. What you doing throwing up our sign? But what is that?
All that.
What is that?
It's I don't know. I mean,
I thought that was connected to gangbanging.
Some of it is the B's and C's. Some of them we just have, like, Bay Area is different from LA. Bay Area we don't really throw up signs. We just like hand movements and gestures.
So when people do hand things, it doesn't always mean it's a symbol of gang affiliation.
Just gestures and
Okay.
But you can catch you throwing up their signs. You know what a B look like and a C look like. So
and B stands for
that's
let's talk about this. When you came in, that was a real thing. You can't like rappers or artists who come and they talk to the street mindset, but remember when Drake came out, that sort of thing. He's not real, da 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 da. So how much of the persona of a rap artist is real and how much of it is for show? Have you seen people who come out promoting something that they find hard to live up to?
Yep, a lot of them do. I don't get into politics, but with the government and the politics up to have pressure with everything that's happening, a lot of the artists are trying to uplift what the public has allowed the government to push onto us. Like, the persona of being a rapper is a gangster, or to be a gangster is a rapper. And that it was never that, it was entertainment. But there was a lot of us that came from those neighborhoods. And I think Ice Cube and Dr. Dre said it best. You reported what you seen or what you grew up around. And then there's those that actually lived that life and decided that they wanted to learn how to address their self, or to give the world an insight of what their life is like and what their eyes see every day. And I think now it has become a sport where people have decided to live it as well as talk about it. That's why a lot of them is going to jail, because they tell it on themselves on everything they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
mean, I love music. I love the music. I did come from the background of being involved in a lot of things that I shouldn't have been involved. But at the end of the day, one thing about me, when I got into the music business at that time, I was doing what they call bubblegum music. And that was like the Luke Skywalker, shake your booty, bounce, and, all that bubblegum music. And it wasn't respected here in California. Well,
because it wasn't
California.
No explicit lyrics, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was like bounce your booty, twerk it, this and that, and all that.
Okay.
But what I was doing would send me to prison for life, probably. You know what I'm saying? What I was involved in. So why would I incriminate myself?
What? Say that again.
What I was doing could have probably sent me to prison.
Oh.
Yeah, they could have sent me because I was in the streets. And when you're in them streets, you'll be a fool to tell about what you're doing. Why would you walk around telling everybody what you're doing? Whether you committing something you have no business, or you're doing something that's out of ordinary. I mean, think about it. You basically these artists today, they tell on themselves. They tell you, I went and shot up your mama's house.
So they really be writing like a diary.
Yeah, you just told. So they put it in court, they play it, and it's nobody had to tell them. Yeah, you snitched on your damn self.
So which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do they commit the crime and then write about it, or want to write about it and then go commit it so they can say, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this"?
I tell you today, I don't know. Today this is just different. Even when I deal with artists, I haven't dealt with artists in years. And I start talking to artists about things, and the first thing they telling me what to do with my money. You gonna invest in this for me and put me here and do this? I'm sitting there going, and how many records you sold?
Yeah.
How many records have you put out? How you gonna tell me what to do with my money? If that's the case, you should take your own money and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What about this?
The entitlement is real.
Can we talk about the responsibility of the lyric?
Yes.
I'll tell you why. I always think back to you probably remember her, but some of y'all probably don't. But remember Betty Wright? Tonight is the night.
Yes.
And she said when her live version, she said, I took the lyrics, played it for my mama. And she goes, "Ooh, I like the rhythm. I like the music, but I know you're not gonna sing that song." Now, the response is like, would you play it in front of your grandmama? Would you play this for your mama? So let's talk about the responsibility of the lyric. Let's go to you, for instance, because you here.
Here's the funny thing.
Okay.
Here's the funny thing. My grandmother played that song when I was a kid, and my mother played it. So remember, I came from a family in the project. So, everybody had the block party there, and everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
It was so, and you get your ass whooped by everybody if you
everybody is your mama
got caught doing something.
Right.
So so those lyrics and that music, that was like an anthem. Between them and Al Green, it's going down. Them two, Betty Wright and Al Green, and you might get a little Aretha in there and a little Chaka Khan, and you might get a little Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Man,
but
those were the good old days.
That was, matter of fact, my grandmother made it a point. She would play the song, whatever song it was. She had played about 100 times before she changed to another song.
Especially when it was brand new. I had a sister did that. Yes. You'd be so sick of it, can't get it out your head for weeks. Look, I want to ask you something though.
Like this
is a little off topic, but I want to ask you, do you remember, because see, this is a little black folklore, y'all, for y'all who haven't, in case you don't know no black people or never been lived around them. But you were talking about how that one that be telling on you, getting you in, always telling. Everybody, every neighborhood had one. The one who you just can't stand her. Ours was Sister McLean. She'll tell you she could be out of town. She could be out of town and still call something in on your ass. I'm like, she way in California. I don't care. Sister McLean said you was doing that at 4 o'clock to get your ass in here. Right.
She had a tracking device on you.
But you know what? I wish they still had that. Remember, you used to see signs in people's windows. Neighborhood watch, remember? And that places you could run to. Yeah. And now they got all this traffic and stuff. I heard nobody say nothing about let's bring back neighborhood watch and that sort of thing.
You know what? People are afraid of the wrong things. I was just at a meeting last night because I was dealing with the community for a property that I was purchasing. And a young lady, I think she's a little older, but she was saying that there were predators in her neighborhood and the police has not did anything, and they're supposed to stay 1,000 or 100 yards away from the school.
Oh, so when you said predator, you're talking about someone who you're talking about a sexual a registered offender.
Yeah, it was about
because there's a lot of predators out there ain't been caught yet. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's whole.
Well, they've been caught. They're
right.
They're listed and everything. However,
sex offenders. Right.
Right. They're not. They're too close to the school. She was saying, and I was saying to her, like, well, if the police not doing anything, then you got to go a step higher. I said one thing about us as people, we got to stop stopping at whatever our goal is and go higher. It's always a higher chain to go to. And she looked at me as if she didn't know how to reach that chain. I said, well, you think about it. There's steps to everything. If you can't get what you want from that police force or whatever that you're dealing with, you go to the next step. I said, you got technology in your hand. You got what they call a damn smartphone. This is your internet right here. Go research it. But a lot of us don't want to research. But back in the day, what did we do? We go to the library to research because we didn't have no computers. We didn't have no phones. So, long story short, just the community, people don't believe in community no more. They always come to our community, get involved in our community. But the community is this. It's the people that becomes a village that look out for one another and build with one another and not have goddamn, excuse my cursing, but they don't have ego trips. They're not letting their egos be in charge.
Yeah.
You don't let your ego take.
Let me ask you something, John. Let me ask you something. Because you back in your homeland, right? Where your roots and things, family and stuff there?
Well, no, my family is in California.
Oh, so how you
this is my investment.
How you doing? Yeah. Oh, that's a whole nother mind. That got something to do with Felicia or Peaches.
This is part of that 7 streams of income.
But how
you heard me? That's part. This is part of the 7 streams of income.
Like grandmama say. So wait, but no matter where you are, just because of the business and the work you do, the movies and all the different things, you're in the entertainment business. So tell me, put those of us who aren't in the know, especially I'm a man of color, and I want to know. I'm always so concerned about our young Black man. I talk to a lot of women, a lot of mothers who are still so fearful. The hardest thing they say is to raise a young Black man and keep him alive and all that. Are we making any progress? I mean, are you hearing people going to countless funerals still, because of random gang violence or whatever they blame it on? Are we getting anywhere where that's slowing down, in your opinion? How do you feel? And because I ask you, because a lot of people in the rap game, I still hear lyrics that glorify bullets, glorify all types of different forms of guns and this. I'm just saying, I do. And I wonder, I gotta ask, because I have nephews who have boys and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna tell you a real quick story, or not even a story, just give you some different ideas. So here's an example. Between child support and our women, and this is again my very strong belief, is that somewhere in the late 80s, our younger women have adapted to, again, what has been implemented to destroy men from the independency of what the women have been given. Remember when grandma and grandpa got into it, or they had a fallout, they stayed together no matter what. Grandpa might have slept in another room, or he would have slept on the couch, but they was still together. They weren't getting no divorce.
69 years marriage. Right. Yes, exactly right. Yes.
Right. So now it's set up to where the independence of the woman is so pushed on her that she feels that there is no need for a man. And the fact of whether you need a man or not, that child still needs both parents to help build them, because a man can teach a boy to be a man. A woman cannot teach a boy to be a man. But what she can do is teach a boy to be passionate enough to understand a woman's needs, a woman's wants, her emotions, and her feelings. So when you put those two together, you develop a very intelligent young man that has both worlds. He has the man as a provider. He has the ability to have his emotions to understand a woman. That is what I see not there anymore. And with our women today, they snatch these young boys and they don't want them with their father because they got their personal issues. And it's an ongoing situation. But when you take the young boys from the father and you make them seem as if the father is so bad. Now, don't get me wrong. There is fathers that are not in their lives that do not do what they're supposed to. Those fathers, hey, sure. I believe, do whatever it fits. But as a man, I think the fair thing to do is, if a father is not doing his part, he has to deal with that child when he grew up for not being there and explain it. And I give a good example. My father wasn't in my life. I didn't meet my father until I was 35. I didn't meet him until I was 35. My mother said to me loud and clear, she said, I don't have nothing bad to say about your dad. This is me growing up as a kid. She said, but I promise you, I might be dead and gone, but he's going to have to see you and have a conversation with you. My mother died birthday night, September 17th, 2009, and November 9th on her birthday, I met my father through a mutual friend. So it's a fact that the women today have to stop taking these kids and trying to protect them away from what they think the father is going to make them become. Because, yeah, your father has a huge influence, but the mama have the biggest influence because we are bonded to our moms. It's the DNA as well as the energy that the nourishing of the mom. We bond to mom. Mom is everything. We fight for mom.
Well, because you and mom were once one person. You and mom,
right?
All of us, everybody and their mama, we were once one person. Of course, there was a cord between us.
Right, but mama don't have the organs of a man and emotions of a man, so she don't understand what a man goes through.
Exactly.
So she don't know what a man's going through. So you have to allow that boy to be with a man to know what being a man is.
Some type of
because there's things we can't talk about.
Right.
So there's things we can't talk about.
I agree. So let's go back inside. Let's go to your film work. Okay, we talked about the lyrics and this and the other. That's what people hear. It's audible, and they can see, of course, videos sometimes that go with songs. But let's talk about the stories inside your movies and this and the other. How do you choose? What is it you use as a barometer, Jon Que, to say, ooh, now there's a great story that could be told? Because I believe a lot of great stories for screenplays, books, everything else are locked inside the people we talk to every day. We just don't know it. So how do you see that and say, now there's a great story worthy of the big screen?
Here's the funny thing, and I'm just now starting to read the scripts about movies. Normally people tell me about a movie and give me a small summary of it, and I'll be like, yay or nay. Now I'm starting
when you're deciding for a role for yourself to play a role?
I just kind of I just listen to the summary and
no, I won't talk about the movie because you do movies. You direct, you create movies.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, it's like for that.
Well,
talk about that. Talk about the new movie.
Okay, so let me tell you, I don't write movies. I don't direct movies. I just act. So So my new company that I started the company 2 years ago, and it's called Mobby Media. It's spelled MAWBI Media.
Mobby.
One of my business Mobby, it means strong, powerful warrior. It's a small city in Africa.
Well, I know it's my middle name. That's my real middle name. I already know that. I'm kidding, but it could be. Well, I'm just saying, I'm a warrior too. You ain't the only warrior.
I would just tell them, post them with a poke in the eye.
Ooh, who don't do that? That happened on one of our Viking shows last night, and the guy got blind in both eyes. No, I rebuke you. But go ahead. Talk about the new work.
But the movie is called The End of the Day, and it was shot by Wes Carter, and I forget the young guy that was on the camera. But anyway, we started the project. I was in LA working on stuff, and then I came up to do my part. Unfortunately, it's a sad situation. We're no longer friends. Our business partners, which I don't understand, but people do what they do. So that movie, he picked it, gave me an idea of it, and it fit. It was a young man, about a young man that basically he's been on drugs. He's been in jail. He's been in rehab. He has a son. Actually, my stepson plays his son. They actually look alike. And he's trying to do the right thing in life, but he can't. He keep going back to robbing people, doing drugs. And at the end, he saves some people in a restaurant. However, he still end up in jail, but he did some good for once in his life. The movie is about 54 minutes long.
Okay.
And we having a tug of war fight because, and I'm very truthful about this. There was a budget for the movie, and Wes was able to get people to do stuff for free, but I'm not a free person. So for me, when people do stuff for free and it's not a genuine reason for doing it for free, you don't get the results you want. So took me almost 2 years to get this movie re-edited and get everything done correctly so it can fit what needs to be done. It should be coming out in the next couple of months. I'll know more details after we finish the soundtrack. We're working on the soundtrack for the movie because we want to have a record that goes with every movie we put out, like old school.
La 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 la. I'm on
this. Oh, you put your pen in?
I can do some other stuff too.
There you go. I believe you. You're a man of many talents.
Google me. American recording artist. Oh, oops.
I believe you.
I said something. Okay. No, they're gonna bleep me. There's my first indicated bleep. Okay. Hey, your ratings go up.
Hey, congratulations on the syndicate, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Long time coming. I remember.
That, you know what though? Can I just say something? That's why I encourage everybody, find something you love it so much you can do it in your sleep. It doesn't feel like going out of your way. You would do it anyway, no matter what. I always said this to myself. You know what I used to say? I used to hear someone say, Lauren, fine. So imagine someone has a gun to your head and says, you have to choose in the next 5 seconds what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And if you don't say something within that, I'm blowing your head off. You go say something, and when you know you're going to have to do it for the rest of your life, it pushes your passion, because your passion is closer than you think. It's right behind that breath you just finished taking to stay alive. Your passion is next in line. Yeah. So you know a little bit about this. What age were you? Do you remember when you dreamed first of saying, I want to be that guy that's doing that rap? I want to be that guy that's on that screen doing that movie or that show. How old were you when you said and knew it wasn't just, you weren't just saying something, you meant it?
I think at 5 years old, I wanted to be any and everything. I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a doctor.
But you didn't do those things. When did you want to be an actor? What was it that you saw? What was it? Money.
Honestly, I didn't want to ever be an actor. Never.
I hear that a lot.
I didn't. I just was, look, I was going to college at 35 years old. And I said, I got downtime. Let me do some background from what someone was telling me and make the few extra dollars because I had nothing to do. And it just like that. So I never had a plan to be an actor. That wasn't.
You know what? I hope that I like that. I think that works. So I ain't got no plan to be no billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. But just in case it worked. Oh my God, I didn't even want this. Oh my God. Oh well. Oh, such is my burden.
But here's the thing though. What I did learn was after my first movie, I learned that I was good, and someone told me, they said, listen, you have a gift that you don't know about. So one of the things for me is,
don't we all?
I wanted to take acting courses. And every director I went with and dealt with, they said, don't take them because I'm a natural. So for me, to them, they see natural. To me, I see I need progress. I'm working in progress. I need more work.
That's exactly how I got into runway modeling. I'm kidding. You was like,
I believe you.
I saw you was stuck. You was like, lying ass. I saw, but you could have played it off. I know. Well, one thing you will never be for me, a wingman. Right. Lying. You know he lying, right?
Let me tell you, Lord.
Nuh-uh. Wait. You get like that girl.
I'm gonna be your yes man.
Huh?
I'm gonna be your yes man. I'm just gonna say yes to everything.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna say yes to everything for you.
Please. But remember that movie with Eddie Murphy and what's her name? Gina was living next door. She'd be over there going with his dates. Get out of there, girl. Go.
Remember that? Everything. You can't say. It's dangerous. Yeah, I remember that movie. That was what was that? What was that movie called?
Boomerang.
What's name was in there? Yeah, Boomerang.
Boomerang.
It was Boomerang. And he ended up dating the old lady that owned the company.
Halle Berry was in it. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. Speaking of, okay.
But here's one for you, Lauren. Lauren, one thing that I learned real quick was I remember lines fast. I can learn my whole set of lines in 15 minutes. I can learn the whole script in 15 minutes. I don't know how that come about.
You might have a photographic memory.
Whatever I need to do, not all the time, because I don't remember half the shit that go on in life.
Like that. She memorizes her speeches like in minutes. 45 minutes is amazing. Yeah, I could. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. Wait, I tell my coaching clients this all the time. What you're describing, John, and all of us have them. You just got to find them. Those divine gifts are things that you cannot be taught. That person who told you don't click was absolutely right. I always look for the thing that cannot be taught. You got it. It's that X factor. It's that it thing. You automatically came here. No, it's like a onesie slipped on your soul. You know what I mean? It's like the outfit your soul came in. It's just as close. Wow. So.
But I'm always trying to improve myself.
But when did you realize what that gift was, John? That just when
they told me. Oh, as a kid growing up, I knew I was different. I knew I was different all my life.
What do you think that different was? What did you think that was, John?
I think it was just gifts, because what most kids would do and most adults would do, I wouldn't do. Like, I don't like hanging out with people. I am my best friend. I got a best friend, but I am my best friend. I do things by myself on purpose. Everything. A lot of stuff. Everywhere I go, I'm by myself, because I've done the group thing, take people with you and go do stuff. And you got one person turn your radio station. You got one person want to be on their phone, you listen to music. Why the hell you got your phone up loud and you know? So it's like, nah.
Exactly.
No, and then exactly. That saying learn from your mistakes. That saying of learn from your mistakes. People don't really learn from their mistakes, because they do the same thing over and over and over, but they say they learn from their mistakes.
That's right.
I learned from that mistake.
I know that's right. Woo! Lord Jesus, hallelujah, Father Abraham. Yes. Well, because the blessing is inside of it. You know, the book, you ever read the book called The Alchemist? Have you read that book?
I've heard of it, but I didn't.
I just got up on it a couple months ago. I'm glad I found it. If you have not read that book or get it on Audible, get it. In there, there's two things. There's one thing in there about it says when you find your purpose, everything in the universe conspires to help you get it. And then the other thing that really stood out to me, because I probably said that last one all out of context, but anyway, y'all know what I mean. Read the book.
No, but it's accurate.
But the other one is this, where it said, a blessing ignored. When you ignore a blessing, it will become your curse. You see what I'm saying? So when something, something happening to you, mindset, as opposed to something happening for you, mindset.
See, let me tell you, if I would ignore my blessing, I wouldn't be here today.
I know
9/11, right. when the plane they crashed and all that stuff, I was still in the streets.
When
9/11
plane?
Yeah. I was still in the streets. And the funny thing is, I want you to hear this. I was at DMV getting ready to go on a plane to go somewhere and do some stuff that I had no business. When that happened, I quit the streets.
What plane? Wait.
Quit. So remember when the tower got crashed in New York?
Yeah, 9/11.
9/11. Okay.
Thank you.
I was at DMV when it happened, getting ready to get on a plane that evening to go do some business that I shouldn't be doing, basically.
Oh.
That moment when it happened, I'm watching it. I don't know what the voice of God sound like, but whatever that voice was, it told me game is over.
I know that's right.
And I quit. See, so what I'm saying is, when your blessing came, like you just said, that blessing, that was my blessing to stop right there. And I stopped. Because if I didn't stop, I probably would have been in prison.
Or worse.
See, no, it would have been prison. It wouldn't have been worse. It would have been prison. Trust me. For every state, 5 years, I was going past 20 states. Do the math.
So let's talk about right. So real quick now. Okay, and that's powerful. That's a powerful piece. Don't hesitate. See, that's that thing about why I ring the bell. So when you hear that truth said game over. You didn't question it. That's because you had really somewhere inside the core of your existence, you were seeking the truth. No matter what you were doing, you were seeking the truth. And when you heard it, you said, okay, this is a better choice. Goodbye and hello to you. Where you going? Oh, I done had people get up and run before, so I got to ask. I thought somebody asked. One time I did say it. I was like, oh, they went to the bathroom. We still waiting for her to come back. Look, it was that like the little sister on Urkel went upstairs. Steve Urkel, that little girl went upstairs. They said she never came back down. Going upstairs now, and she wasn't on the show no more. Okay, So listen, what can you get? What being grounded? Let's talk about real quick. Being grounded when you have a lot of stuff out of your control, swirling around your world, and the entertainment business is filled with that. Because there are young people that might hear this, or people who have young people moving into the entertainment business. What pieces of advice do you have for anybody inside of a world with a lot of distractions, a lot of shiny objects or distortions or confusions or chaoses, things that do not serve us? What have you done over the years consistently, Jon, that have kept you here?
Well, here's the thing with me. I came from the projects. I came from the streets. I came from selling drugs. So money is not the groundbreaker for me. I don't give a damn how much money you offer me. I've seen and have had and do have enough and always have after I made the right decisions in my life. The thing I tell you, when I left the airport and I quit, I was $800,000 strong. So I've never looked back. I made investments. But for the younger people that are getting into the entertainment, the flashy lights, the glitter and the gold, I think it's a challenge if they wasn't grounded by their parents. And I think it's also harder if they're growing up where they don't have nothing. So when they get something, we all fall short of this. We get it. We forget who we are. We don't humble ourselves down. We go buck wild. And then we have something happen in our life that causes us to realize that this is the time to humble down. For me, when the 9/11 thing happened, that humbled me down. But what I started doing is I started, of course, reading different books, but at the same time, I started learning and paying attention to patterns, and I started paying attention to life more, very analytical with things. And I start seeing how the entertainment work on all sides. The key word is entertainment. So entertainment has what we call a form of sales. They got to sell you something. I got to sell you, you could be famous. I got to sell you, you could be rich. I got to sell you, you can have all these women. I can sell you, you can have all these men. I got to sell you, sell you. Now the question is, do you take the bait of the sale? That's the question. And if you take the bait, what's the consequence of the bait? A lot of these young artists don't take that. They don't look at what the consequences is after the end effect. Whether you're straight, you're gay, you're confused, whatever the hell it is, what's the outcome at the end? See, they have a saying, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep, right? Woo. So how much success will you keep? You have to ask yourself, what is your ultimate goal? My ultimate goal is I just want to do movies. I don't want to be a director. I don't want to be a writer. I don't want to be a major star. I don't want to be walk around having paparazzis chasing me up and down the street. I don't want that lifestyle. I don't want anything that causes me not to be a normal individual where I can go and talk to regular people. That's not a life. And no one understands what these people go through when they have attitudes about being glorified by that. Because now they don't have a privacy. They don't have this, they don't have that. But they chose that. They wanted that life. They chose it. Now they don't want it.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful what you ask for. When you ask God for different things, or you ask for these things to take place, you have to be prepared for the outcome. I'm not prepared for that kind of outcome. I already know. I'm going to punch somebody in the face. Get out my damn face. Stop. No, don't ask me about my personal life.
Look, I don't want to miss hitting this before we get out of here. The movie is The End of the Day. Look for it on screens. We're on what time this year? Any idea?
I want to say by summer. It could be sooner. They can always come to you and get in your email list, and I'll send it because I actually.
Well, we should just bring you back. We should bring you back when it premieres and whatnot, so we can get it. You get it while it's hot off the griddle.
Well, you get it first because I mean, like I said, this is the first one off the company. It's not what I really wanted, and it's not the first. It's not what I really wanted, but it's the starting step so people can see how the company develops. I have now a great team, good team right now, ready to work, and we got a movie in the process we're talking about working on, supposed to start real soon. But unfortunately, with the surgery I'm going to have on the shoulder,
Back to audition mode.
I'm gonna be down for me.
You
ain't got to audition. We'll talk about a part. We'll talk about a part for you.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about
it. It just takes over.
It's got some
I think I'm a natural. Okay, listen, John, it has been such an honor and a pleasure to catch up with you. We have to make a commitment, a covenant, if you will, to not let it be 3 years again before we do this. So definitely we're going to get you back when the movie comes out, and anything else that you want to talk about. Listen, you guys, we're in rotation on the bottom of the screen with connectors to Jon Que, John, not Jon, like I had mistakenly placed. And we're going to drop these links. A couple are already in your comment section at the very top of the thread. So just click on them, go over, follow him, like him, and share him out. Trust me, great guy. I can attest for it myself. And John, again, thank you so much. What a blessing, as always. Now, listen, as we get out of here, I want to just say to all of you out there, get out today. Don't worry about the things that don't matter. If something doesn't make sense to you, it's because it ain't got shit to do with you. Just keep moving. Find that E and find that R and take great to greater, bright to brighter, strong to stronger, and my personal favorite, kind to kinder. I'm Dr. Lauren, and I promise, if God wills it, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central on the front porch, where together we can have another illuminated conversation. Now get out of here, and I tell you, and I mean it every single day, Dr. Lauren loves you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Have a great day. Have a good one, John. Thank you, man. Thank you. Blessings. Blessings. Bye, everybody.